Hello everyone, welcome back to my gaming review. Today I want to take a look at the PlayStation 4 Days of Play Blue console. I just got this game console from eBay, and as you can see it's very awesome. You got the triangle, circle, square, and X, and you got the golden PlayStation logo right there. So I got this from eBay, and it was a pretty good price, so I think it was like $200. And this is a fantastic looking PlayStation 4 console. I'm not the biggest fan of a glossy finish, but this console actually feels really nice. And this gloss, I actually really like this gloss. I'm not the biggest fan of game consoles having a gloss finish, but I'm actually perfectly fine with this one because of this nice shine and how it's reflective. It is a very nice PlayStation console. But this is my first limited edition PlayStation 4 game system. I have this PlayStation 4. I have my black PS4 Slim. But yeah, this is my PS4 Days of Play console. I just want to do a quick review of it. As you can see, it's a nice blue color, looks really nice. And you got the nice PlayStation logos, the symbols for the control, triangle, circle, square, X. And yeah, it's a very beautiful game system. It looks nice, it's blue, nice gloss finish on top. It's a wonderful console, and I think this is the best looking PlayStation 4 that you can buy. The PS4 Slim Days of Play is absolutely beautiful, and it's definitely the best looking PlayStation 4 console that you can buy. I also wanted to talk about the PlayStation 4, the history of the PS4 from, I think it was like 2013 when it came out, or 2014, all the way to 2022, just like the success of this game console. So the PlayStation 4, when it first came out, I'll just talk about the Xbox One and the PS4. The PS4, when both these consoles came out, Sony just got off the PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 3 was not a big success for Sony. The PS3 did do pretty good, but the Xbox 360 technically outsold the PS3, and the Nintendo Wii outsold the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. But Sony didn't really do the best with the PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3 had a pretty rough life. So Sony, when they were going to make the PlayStation 4 console, there was a lot of they had to do something fantastic. They had to make some great exclusives, and they had to really just hit it home with the PlayStation 4 console. So, on launch day on 2013, obviously Microsoft and Sony showed off the PlayStation and the Xbox. And Xbox just came off of this success that was the Xbox 360. The 360 was a very great game console. It did very good on sales. And the Xbox 360, it had a lot of amazing games. Gears of War, Halo. A lot of people owned the 360. So people were expecting Microsoft to do really fantastic with the Xbox One. Turns out, though, that Microsoft did it terrible when they released the Xbox One. Microsoft focused heavily on not really gaming, but they focused heavily on TV apps and streaming, and they focused on everything that was not about video games. And the Xbox One had always DRM, always online game console. While the PlayStation 4, when they came out, Sony used Microsoft's terrible launch day stuff, and PlayStation used what Xbox said against them and were like, hey, you can play a PlayStation offline. It's not always online DRM. You can actually share your games with other people. You can actually share your PlayStation games and your content, and this is a game console first. While Microsoft was like, hey, the Xbox is an all-in-one, entertainment box, basically, and Xbox did not focus on video games. They focused on TV and streaming and Netflix and stuff like that. While PlayStation, Sony were like, hey, this is a game console. But that's one of the big things that made the PlayStation 4 so successful, is how terrible the Xbox One was when it first came out and first launched. Now, Xbox did fix the issues with the Xbox One with the Xbox One S, and Xbox started to focus a lot more on games and gaming in general. But when both these consoles came out, Xbox did a terrible job, and PS4 outsold the Xbox hugely and massively because of how terrible they were in the beginning of the Xbox One's life. Obviously, you have the Xbox One S and Xbox One X, which fixed a lot of issues. The Xbox One and Series are still DRM and always online, where you have to have an account just to play games, and you have to have an internet connection. So those issues are still there, but Xbox has done a lot better since the big mistakes they made in the beginning of the Xbox One's life. And unlike the 360, the Xbox One did not do very well against the PlayStation 4. Anyway, with that being said, the PlayStation 4 had the most fantastic exclusive games. The PS4 dominated both Nintendo and Microsoft. Nintendo had the Wii U game console. The Wii was a success, but the Wii U absolutely failed for Nintendo. And PlayStation 4 just had no competition when it was released. Even though PlayStation 4's biggest rival was the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4 absolutely destroyed the Xbox and the Wii U that Nintendo made. And the PlayStation 4 is the second most sold PlayStation in Sony's history. It's also, I believe, like the fifth or fourth most sold game console ever made. So PlayStation 4 did amazing. It outsold its competition, and because of Xbox's mistakes they made, PlayStation 4 was able to use Microsoft's mistakes they made and use it against them, and just, but PlayStation, when they made the PlayStation 4, they focused heavily on gaming. This is for games, this is for, our exclusives and all that stuff. So Sony did a very fantastic job with the PlayStation 4 console. And we're in 2022 now. Obviously, it's been like a year, and we have the brand new PlayStation 5. We'll see if the PS5 can be as successful as the PS4 was, and we'll see what Xbox and PlayStation does with their newest game consoles in the new generation. But anyway, I just want to talk about the PS4 and its success against Xbox, and how this thing outsold the Xbox and Nintendo Wii U. And, this thing had the best exclusives. It had a fantastic controller. You also have 3 different models of this. You have the PS4 Original, PS4 Slim, which is this one, and you have the PS4 Pro. But anyway, I'm going to end this video here. Hope everyone enjoyed it. But anyway, the PS4 was a fantastic game console. It outsold the Xbox One and Nintendo's Wii U they made. And overall, the PS4 was a fantastic game system, and it still is fantastic going into the future. It's a great game console. Sony is still supporting the PS4. There is PS5 games that are only exclusive on PS5 that you cannot play on PS4. So there already is games that are only on PS5. But for right now, PS4 was still a fantastic console. It always will be a fantastic game system. Even when PS7 and PS6 come out, the PS4 will still be one of Sony's, great, successful PlayStation consoles in their history. PS2 and PS4 are PlayStation's biggest successes, and, PlayStation has been the king of gaming for a long time, because the PlayStation 1 destroyed the competition, PlayStation 2 destroyed the competition, and same with PlayStation 4. PS3, not so much. PS3 was kind of similar to the Xbox One, where on launch day it was like $600 for a PlayStation 3 console, and it was this big, huge, massive system. And, PS3 was a great game system, but it was not as successful as PS2 and PS4. And, when Sony released the PlayStation 4, it was a massive success. But anyway, I'm going to end this video. Hope everyone enjoys this video. And peace out. And yes, this is my limited edition Days of Play PlayStation 4. There's a few scratches on it, but I got this used from eBay. But it's in pretty good condition. But anyway, peace.